and I am coming to you again from New York, Delaware, in my continuing fight to free my husband and the #SaveKen campaign. This short video is a response to those people who are telling me on Governor Carney's page that I should shut up and take my meds. Well, I woke up this morning and, like always, I took my blood pressure. This morning it is at 197 over 125. So I'm now about to do what I call my second breakfast, which is a daily choice of someone who has to manage a number of chronic conditions. On the left, what we're going to start with are those medications that I feel right now I have to take. Okay, this one is keeping me from having falls due to severe emotions as part of my narcolepsy with cataplexy. This one is the very highest dose of hypertension medication that the doctor can legally prescribe to me. I think that those two are really important right now. Because if my blood pressure goes any higher, I am going to have a heart attack and die. And I also can't be falling down because I'm upset during this fight for my husband. Below that is a strain of medical marijuana called Alaska, which was very helpful the other day in lowering my blood pressure initially when it was lower. It's not quite as helpful, but it is helping today. To the right of that is a prescription of Xanax, which my doctor prescribed to me in another attempt to lower my blood pressure below its dangerously high levels. Afraid to take it because it interacts with my narcolepsy. In some of the other medications, you'll see it can cause a fatal reaction. And also, after 7 days, it's addictive, and I'm not the kind of person who normally runs to a pill bottle for solutions. Then you see a big blue bottle. That contains modafinil. Modafinil is a medication that helps prevent my sleep attacks as part of narcolepsy. It enables me to function, it enables me to drive, and it's a very widely recognized medication that can also help trigger higher blood pressure. So again, it's a trade-off there. Below that is another medical marijuana strain called Eras, which is very effective at giving boost of energy and helping focus and accomplish, but the Eras and the Alaska work against each other, so that's not something I'm going to do. Also, being on medical marijuana can cancel my pain management contract. So even though I'm not using these strains for pain, I can't take them or I'll have a positive drug test and be kicked off of any pain management. Next, you're going to see just a few of the tools, and I didn't bring out my whole pain management toolbox arsenal because it's got a number of herbal supplements, it's got prescription medications, it has salves, it has devices, all of which help manage the life of a patient who's a chronic pain patient and is under attack right now for being a drug addict due to the heroin epidemic and hysteria that's going on right now. So what you see here is the big fat bottle is a medication called gabapentin or Neurontin, and it helps to control nerve pain, which I have because my nerves are messed up due to the Klippel-Feil syndrome. However, that caused a significant weight gain. My first month I gained 25 pounds, and the situation at the courthouse on last Friday, I initially was called a fat, stupid, ugly white woman, and apparently this woman in Muslim garb thought that calling me fat was going to be offensive. I know I'm overweight, and a large part of it is because of interactions from medicine like this. Then we have a very low dose of opioid pain medication, 5 milligrams of Percocet, which is the same dose I've been on now for 5 years, and I have not increased it. However, if I take that with the Xanax, which is required to get my blood pressure down, then I stand a potentially fatal reaction. So I can take that and be out of pain, take the Xanax and get my blood pressure lowered, but I will probably die because I can't breathe. So that's a choice I have to make. Next to that, I have one of several muscle relaxers they have tried. I have muscle spasms, part of the dystonia, which triggered the dystonic storm, which caused me to injure myself while in police custody at Capitol Police last Friday. This one is a generic Flexeril. I have a number of others, but they all have two things in common. One, they make me extremely drowsy. The second is that they increase the number of falls, which is something that the Xanax also does. And since I've been a significant fall risk for many, many years due to the cataplexy, I don't take them unless I absolutely have to. I have found a herbal tincture, Jamaica dogwood, that is nearly as effective as prescriptions, does not cause the sleep attacks, and so far has not caused an increase in falls. Below that, I have an MK Ultra, which again is actually my husband's, but it's a strain that is very effective in severe pain relief. But again, if I take that, I'm going to be kicked off my pain management doctor, which I can't do right now. And next to it is arnica, which is one of the many herbal supplements that I use to control my pain, over-the-counter natural substances that are just as effective in many cases as prescription medications, but often do not help. Behind me on the pantry shelf, I have an unopened carton of hemp milk, which is something available in the grocery store. It is very effective in helping those who were addicted to opiates recover. It is something that relieves narcolepsy symptoms because of its contains all of the essential amino acids and many of the non-essential. And amino acids are actually one of the medications that they're looking at to control narcolepsy right now. But I'm finding in a natural basis, something I can find in a plant is just as effective as something that will probably cost several thousand a month. It is healthy, it's full of protein, it's full of B vitamins, it controls my nausea, and it also has the same natural anti-inflammatory that is found in evening primrose oil that reduces my inflammation and has helped keep me from increasing my need for opioid medicine over the years. So, for those of you who are telling me take my meds, yeah, I am. I'm taking those that I have to. I haven't put on here over-the-counter things like ibuprofen and Aleve, which are part of my toolbox for controlling pain. I really can't take those because in the past, in an effort to avoid prescription pain medicine, I took too many of those and they've caused kidney damage. So whenever I take over-the-counter pain relievers, my kidneys are damaged and I begin bruising all over my body. My mother died of kidney disease. She has 12 siblings. A number of them have died of kidney problems. So it's something that I'm really, really super concerned with. So rest assured, all of those people who are hating me, who are thinking that they are hurting my feelings by telling me to take my medication on Governor Carney's post. Yes, I find your comment to take my meds very offensive. It is something that I do on a regular basis. You notice that not one of these is a psychiatric med. I have been through counseling. I have talked to a psychiatrist who said, for everything I have been through in my life, I am remarkably sane. I am remarkably mentally healthy. I am surrounded by people who are aggressive, who are abusive, but yet I react to them consistently in a calm and rational and sane manner. So maybe they need to get evaluated, find out a mix of medications that will work for them. Hopefully it's not going to be a mix that they have to look at every morning and say, which one of these is going to do the best job of keeping me alive today without killing me? So have a good day. Hope that you visit your doctor, get the medications that you need to control your medical conditions. I have a number of family and friends with mental illness, and I don't see any problem, no stigma attached to that, especially when they do their best to control it. So you're hurting all of them. Your remarks are very offensive to all of them. I have a brother who was stabbed to death by a heroin addict who broke in his apartment and left him to die under his Christmas tree about 25 years ago. So when you tell me to go get my meth pipe or, go with my crackhead friends, that is offensive on a level that you cannot believe to understand how deeply that hurts me and the rest of the members of my family. So gain a little compassion and have a good day.